Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the fourth pack of the Wreck and Rule collection. This is Prime Universe Bulkhead. Of course, we did get the original version in Legacy Wave 1, but this is a much different version, has some brand new accessories, and also a completely different deco. Sculpting change-wise, I think it's pretty much the exact same, but again, there were some brand new accessories. Also, again, the color scheme is completely different. So before we get into that, let's get into the price and release date. So the price is at $34, which I think is pretty good. For this size figure, it's very big and bulky, and it comes with actually quite a few accessories. Also, of course, the release date is November 1st, just like the other packs, so nothing crazy there. So there is some unfortunate news. Rumor is, if you've been paying attention to the other packs, there is supposed to be an accessory included in this pack and all the packs where you can form them together to make a big hammer. Well, recently I saw on some news sites that apparently it is not an accessory for a figure. Apparently, it is just a cardboard sort of puzzle thing. So apparently, there's just like a little cardboard cutout in the boxes, so you can like glue the pieces of cardboard or tape them together, and it can form a sort of cardboard hammer. I'm not entirely sure if that's official or not. I just want to let you guys know so you are not disappointed whenever you get this pack. Keep it in mind when you buy this that the build a hammer thing might not be as good as you think. I'm hoping that information is wrong because I was really looking forward to sort of a build a hammer thing for the figures, but from what it seems like, it's not really for the figures. It's really just kind of a arts and crafts sort of thing, but who knows? It could be right or wrong. We'll see whenever some reviews come out. So now let's get into this figure. So here we have Bulkhead in his truck mode, of course. This looks very similar to the Legacy version of Wave 1, but of course it has a much more military sort of cameo color scheme to camouflage into the surroundings. So of course we do have the little machine gun there, which is just plain black. Of course, in the original Legacy one, there was some blue in there to have it like energon infused. It's a lot more simple now. I think it looks pretty good. And he does have a new accessory on top. He has a really cool hammer, which I think this will lead to a possible repaint of this figure. I'll let you know what my thoughts are after I get through the figure. So yeah, over the truck looks pretty cool. I like the kind of brown and black and green mixture. It looks pretty good overall. I think it's fine. No really sculpting changes, I would say, for the truck mode. Again, we do have some Armada Minicon pegs, so I'm quite interested to see what we can do with those in the future of this trilogy. I'm really hoping we get some Minicons, maybe in some exclusive packs, or maybe in the next part of this trilogy. Who knows? It could be any time. So overall, the truck looks pretty cool. So now let's move on to some more pictures. We do have a nice stock picture here of Bulkhead. So of course, the head sculpt wise is the exact same. Of course, you can still put the machine gun there. He still has his SWAT shield and his maces behind there. And we do have a new hammer. And this new hammer looks really cool in my opinion. I do think maybe the handle should be a little bit longer. It looks a little too short for my taste. Looks kind of out of proportion, but still I think it looks pretty cool. So now let's move into some other pictures. This is a non-stock one, of course. This one is without all the accessories on there. Of course, we still have the canopy, and you most likely can still put the mace or the wrecking ball and the gun in there, which is pretty cool storage. So overall, pretty nice. And here's another picture. So you can, unfortunately, kind of cuts it off here, but you can store the hammer on the side of the canopy or tarp, which is pretty nice. And then if we move to this next picture right here, we have a really cool action pose, so he can have his wrecking ball mace and his hammer and his machine gun, and of course you could store the SWAT shield on the back. And of course, one key detail is he does have the Wrecker auto symbol on the front, which is pretty cool. But overall, I think this figure looks pretty cool. So let's see, is there some more pictures? More action poses, nothing crazy. So that's pretty much it for picture-wise. So now let's get into my possible thoughts on maybe a repaint of this figure. So if we take a look at this brand new sculpted hammer, it does resemble, kind of in my opinion, Breakdown's hammer from Transformers Prime. So could we maybe see a repaint, heavy retool remold of this mold? I'm assuming probably the original version from Legacy. I don't think it'll have this kind of cameo disguise on it, but maybe they will. Maybe they'll do a really heavy retool repaint of this figure and make a Breakdown from Transformers Prime. I think that'd be pretty cool because, do be aware, there is going to be a knockout in Wave 2 of Legacy. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did a breakdown, because they are kind of like buds, or kind of duo, sort of characters in the show. So maybe they could do it. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't think it'll be the next figure or the last pack in this collection, but it could be a Target exclusive, a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, or maybe it could be in Legacy Wave 3 or 4. Who knows? I think that'd be pretty cool, because the hammer really does match his, it really does resemble the hammer used in the show. And I think they could, of course, use maybe the shoulder cannon that Bulkhead has, slightly tweak it sculpting wise to resemble the one Breakdown has in the show. And I think you could have a really good breakdown if they just, changed a few sculpting things. Of course, the truck would have to be pretty much completely different. Bulkhead's truck is not anywhere near similar to the one in Transformers Prime for Breakdown, but I think it could work. Let me know what you think. Is that a possibility they can make a breakdown of this mold? I think that'd be pretty cool. So overall, this is not what I was expecting it to be. I just wanted to let you know at the end, after I went over all the details. I was really hoping that they were going to get the Bulkhead molds and retool it and remake it into the Transformers Prime Wave 3 Optimus Prime look, where he has a jetpack. And they could still do that too. I think they could still do that. Unfortunately, they didn't do it here, but that's okay, because I still think this looks pretty cool in my opinion. So let me know what you think of this Bulkhead in the comment section down below. And again, let me know, do you think it'd be pretty cool if they made a breakdown? Would it work? Would you like to do that or pick it up? I think it would be pretty cool. I think it makes sense, display wise, because they made Knockout. I wouldn't be surprised if they made Breakdown. So unfortunately, as of this recording, they have not posted it on Amazon yet, which is interesting. But there is some other pictures on Hasbro Pulse's Instagram that I did want to show, because they do have a nice picture of his packaging. So it is right there. So if you want to see the packaging or all 4 boxes together, you can go to their Instagram, and it is right there. I don't know why it's not on Amazon yet. It's because it's been like 30 minutes since it was revealed. So I guess maybe they're a little bit behind. Who knows? So there is one more pack, which is pretty exciting. I've gotten all 4 on Hasbro Pulse, and I'm planning to get the 5th one also on Hasbro Pulse. I'm wondering what it's going to be. A lot of people are saying it's going to be Twin Twist and Topspin. I think that would be pretty cool. Weirdly enough, there is some people thinking that they will be separate. They'll only be like Twin Twist in this next pack, and Topspin will be in a different one in the future, because of course typically with Amazon exclusives they do like a mini series like this, where it's the Wreck and Rule, and they do like 2 separate packs, like the Battle Across Time packs. Last year they did 2 of those, and they also did a 4 Golden Disc collection. So maybe Topspin could be in a different pack later in the year, or later in the trilogy. Who knows? But I think it'd be a little bit easier if they just put them together. Hopefully they do that. That'd be pretty cool. And it'll be really interesting to get those, because I do have the original Topspin and Twin Twist from Teenage Returns. That'd be pretty interesting to compare the older Teenage Return versions and the new modern Legacy versions. So that'll be pretty exciting and cool to see. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. Again, kind of weird that they do not have it on Amazon yet. So I would say take your opportunity and try and buy this on Hasbro Pulse, because I would trust them a little bit more than Amazon. I have my reasons and past experiences. So, but if you want to order it on Amazon, go ahead. They're the same price. But yeah, this figure looks pretty cool. Again, kind of disappointed. I was really hoping it was going to be the Optimus Prime from Season 3 of Transformers Prime, but it didn't turn out to be that way. But still, I really do like the new hammer, and I think there is a lot of options and opportunities they could do with that hammer for future repaints and remolds. So overall, I think that's pretty much it for this video, so I'll see you next time.